Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. It is Monday morning and we get to jump into a new week together. I love being able to start my day and my week in this space with you right here. Our teacher for this week is the Dalai Lama, and here are a couple of thoughts I thought were a great way to start the week. Hey Sunmati, good morning. Happy Monday to you. From the Dalai Lama, he says, every day, think as you wake up. Today I am fortunate to be alive. I have a precious human life and I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to use all my energies to develop myself, to expand my heart out to others, to achieve enlightenment for the benefit of all beings. I'm going to have kind thoughts towards others. I'm not going to get angry or think badly about others. I am going to benefit others as much as I can. Leanne, a very good morning. Michelle, good morning. Anthony, good evening. Really awesome seeing you all here. What a great way to start a day or a week with this thought. Today I am fortunate to be alive. I have a precious human life and I'm not going to waste it. Linda, good morning. Awesome seeing you. Also from the Dalai Lama, he says, just one small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. Just one small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. And I was going to ask a question. Do you do that? Do you make sure that you focus on a positive thought in your morning? And of course you do, because here you are. Last thought from the Dalai Lama says, moving towards better rather than moving away from bad is an attitude of embracing life rather than rejecting it. And this is the one we'll focus on in our meditation today. Moving towards better rather than moving away from bad is an attitude of embracing life rather than rejecting it. Here's another way to ask this question. What motivates the actions you take? Are you acting in order to avoid everything that you're scared of? Or are you recognizing the life that you can create and rising to the highest expression of who you are? Creating in fear means we are in constant resistance to life, always swimming upstream. You can turn this around. You can stop running away from and decide what it is you're going to run towards. You are a born creator. You were manifested from the abundance that the universe is. Recognize that you have the freedom to use this abundance and create the life that you envision. Charlene, good morning. Happy Monday to you. So turn it around rather than running away from. Can we turn it into running towards? So if you're ready, let's float away. Let's get right into that journey. You can close your eyes. And we'll start with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. Deep inhale. And let it go. Deep breath in. And out. One more big breath in. And let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, then let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. Every time you breathe out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. While you're in this breathing exercise, and while your attention is on softening to a deeper level with every exhale, I want you to create the picture almost of how you're busy taking your body by the hand and teaching it. I want you to almost have this conversation with your body, sitting it down and saying to your body, this is how I want us to do this. Really feel into the softening. Feel how your shoulders fall. Feel how your spine softens. Feel how the muscles between your ribs relax. And of course, your whole upper body and arms and legs too. There are so many different studies that show how a few deep, slow breaths can change the state your nervous system is in. Take a moment to recognize during your day where you can build a few deep conscious breaths into your day. Perhaps it is every time you sit down in front of your computer. First, take a few deep, softening, slowing down breaths. Or perhaps every time you get up to put on the kettle to make a cup of coffee or tea. Or perhaps it's every time you step outside for a smoke. That might sound completely counterintuitive to breathing, but if smoking is a habit that you have, add the habit of breathing fresh air along with it. Where can you see yourself build a few big breaths into your day every day? And every time you do, have this same conversation with your body. Speak to your body and say to it, "This is how I want us to do this." We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles, going forward and to the left, and forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. You can lean your upper body over to the left and also lean your upper body over to the right. Feel yourself leaning into your back muscles. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least as much as we are able to, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is a really good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, then with every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments. followed by a really long, really slow exhale. We'll do the first few together. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, feel into your body. And feel how softness follows and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see yourself standing at the start of this new week, with your toes sticking right over the edge, ready to dive in. Take your next big breath. Standing at the start of a new week, let's start by taking a look at the week ahead. What is known about your week ahead? What are the things that are already in the calendar? What happens on Monday, Tuesday? What happens on Wednesday, Thursday? What happens on Friday, Saturday, Sunday? With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, remind yourself of what is known about the week ahead. Take your next big breath. What is it that you want to create this week? Take a moment to try and form a clear picture. Do you have a goal for this week, or perhaps several goals? Do you have an intention for this week? Something you can create a clear picture of? So with your next big breath as you dive deep into you, what clear picture can you create about at least one goal for this week? Take your next big breath. For the moment, transport yourself to the end of the next week. Find yourself in the weekend looking backwards at the week past. When you reach the end of this week, what would you like your checklist to look like? What would you want to check off this list and say, I got this done, I got that done? Are there any items on this list that sound like, I made progress on this one? Or I got started on that one? With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, what are the things you'd like to check off on your list when you reach the end of the week? Take your next big breath. we'll get to that very specific message from the Dalai Lama, where he says, moving towards better rather than moving away from bad is an attitude of embracing life rather than rejecting it. Moving towards better rather than moving away from bad. You see, we can create from these two different places. We can create from a place of fear, where we're always trying to run away from the bad. Or we can create from a place of freedom, where what motivates us is moving towards what it is that we want to create. Where do you feel yourself today and in the week ahead? Do you feel yourself trying to run from what you don't want? Or can you feel yourself reaching for what it is that you do want? Take your next big breath. Here's another way to ask yourself the same question. What motivates the actions that you take this week? Are you acting in order to avoid everything that you're scared of? Or are you recognizing the life that you can create? And are you rising to that expression, to the highest expression of who you are? Take your next big breath. Creating in fear means that we are in constant resistance to life, always swimming upstream. You can turn this around. You can stop running away from and decide what it is that you are going to run towards. You are a born creator. You were manifested from the abundance that the universe is. Recognize that you have the freedom to use this abundance and create the life that you envision. Instead of running away from, what is it that you are running towards? Take your next big breath. last few big breaths of this phase together. Slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, feel how softness flows into you and settles in every cell in your body. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting, feel your whole body dissolving, and feel yourself slipping all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back. You can even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you again one or two thoughts from the Dalai Lama. This is great for every morning, but especially at the start of the week. He says, every day think as you wake up. Today I am fortunate to be alive. I have a precious human life, and I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to use all my energies to develop myself, to expand my heart out to others, to achieve enlightenment for the benefit of all beings. I'm going to have kind thoughts toward others. I'm not going to get angry or think badly about others. I'm going to benefit others as much as I can. And he says, just one small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. We can spend our whole life running away from what we don't want. That also means that we spend our whole life in survival mode. We spend our whole life in a fear response. Try and be deliberate about turning this around. Become clear about what you do want. And this in itself is not just a once-off decision. Becoming clear about what you do want takes work. It takes sitting down with pen and paper and putting words to this. What do I want my day to look like every day? What do I want my relationships to look like? What do I want my body to feel like? What I want is a process that slowly takes shape and probably always continues to evolve. But the more clarity I have about what I do want, the easier it becomes to make that my motivation. And instead of spending my life running away from what I don't want, I can spend my energy reaching for what I do want. And that is not living in survival mode. That is living in freedom. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for the privilege of standing at the start of a new week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for being able to take a moment to become clear about what I do want for this week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for realizing that I am a manifestation of the abundance of the universe. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for realizing that this abundance that manifested as me, is a tool that I can use to create the life that I want, the way that I want it. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for jumping into the week along with us. Good morning, Craig. Good evening, Pepe. It's good to see you. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Leshna. Karen, it's really good to see you pop in as well. Thank you, Anthony and Sunmary and Leanne and Linda, and I don't know who else is in the background. Have an awesome week. Spread your wings wide, fly off into the week and create at your highest potential. See you again soon. Ciao, ciao.